What's up, gamers? It's your boy, Launchpad 1412. Excited to be back with some Madden 22 gameplay here. We got an online ranked match versus a random opponent. We actually have a classic here, but I do want to take some time out to show some love to Rob Gronkowski and Tony Siragusa in this video. It's like every time I turn around, I want to make a video. It ends up being a classic. I don't understand. I don't understand, but I picked the Tampa Bay Buccaneers on purpose, and I tried to do the best I can to throw the Rob Gronkowski as much as I could. I think he got 6 receptions for, there you go, right there, for like 58 yards in this contest. Towards the second half of the game, my opponent was seeing that I was locking in on Rob Gronkowski, so he was doing a good job of taking that away. That's why he didn't get more catches. But at any rate, Rob Gronkowski retires. And I think he's going to stay retired. I actually think he's going to stay retired this time. Of course, if he doesn't stay retired, we know there's only one reason why he will be unretired. And of course, I said that's the greatest NFL player of all time, and Tom Brady. At least in my opinion, Tom Brady is the greatest NFL player of all time. And I also think Rob Gronkowski is one of the greatest tight ends of all time. I would say the greatest. A 4-time Super Bowl champion, NFL Comeback Player of the Year in 2014, 4-time first team All-Pro, 5-time Pro Bowler. Not as much as some other tight ends, but you know that's still not bad. I kind of thought he would have more Pro Bowls than that. Led the league in touchdowns and receiving touchdowns in 2011. 2010's All-Decade Team, NFL 100th Anniversary All-Time Team. I didn't even know. I forgot that was a thing, to be honest. 3rd team All-American in 2008. 1st team All-Pac-10 in 2008. Of course, that's college. I believe those are college years he was in, if I'm not mistaken. Most receiving yards. Most receiving touchdowns, in the season by a tight end, which was 17. Most career carries. Most career touchdowns in the post-season by a tight end, which is 15. Wow, that's pretty big. Of course, the Patriots in the playoffs all the time, so it makes a lot of sense. But still, man, 15 touchdowns in the postseason, that's incredible. That's incredible by any standard, especially by a receiver. Most total touchdowns in a season by a tight end, which is 18. I'm assuming he ran one in, or maybe he threw a touchdown in one of those games. That's my assumption. Most 100-yard games by a tight end in NFL history. That is 32. Whoo! Gronkowski retired with 621 receptions, 9,286 yards, and 92 touchdowns. The greatest tight end of all time. For the longest, I had Tony Gonzalez, to be honest. Tony Gonzalez was, for the longest, I had him as the greatest tight end of all time. But I think I got to pass the torch to Gronk, man. I think Shannon Sharp was right. I think 15 touchdowns in the postseason, sweet Jesus. But for me personally, the thing I remember the most about Rob Gronkowski, I'll never forget that interview they did when it was Seattle versus Patriots in the Super Bowl. And the guy that was interviewing was talking about the talent on Seattle. And Gronkowski let the guy dead his face and say, yeah, they are talented. He said, yeah, but we got talent too. And it's the way he said it, his posture, the stare, it just, in my little world, it just, it felt like a legendary moment, man. So shout out to Rob Gronkowski, man. Thanks for all the entertainment, man. All the entertainment, all the greatness, all the talent that you've shown us. We appreciate you, man. Tony Siragusa dies at the age 55. I remember Tony Siragusa as a player quite well, actually. More when he was on the Ravens versus the Colts. Played 12 years in the NFL. His nickname was the Goose. But the thing that I remember the most is that like he always looked like. And look, listen. Let me put this in this perspective. He's playing a defensive. He played a defensive tackle. Okay, this is arguably the dirtiest job in sports history. Like, you could argue. I'm not saying it's the dirtiest, but if it's not the dirtiest, it's got to be top 5. I've been in some piles, when I was younger. Trust me, man. Everybody's not built to be I don't care who you are. Everybody's not built to be on that defensive line. Trust me on that, okay? I've done it, and I didn't play in the NFL. But with that said, he did it, and he made it seem like he was having the time of his life, like he was a kid in the candy store. I can just remember just I don't really remember people like not liking him. I don't remember that. And he just seemed like a very likable guy. Of course, I never met him personally, but anyone that's ever talked about him, he seemed really likable. The nickname is the Goose, if I didn't say that already. He was an important clog with the Ravens, but I just think his personality was bigger than his game, and I like that. I like that his personality was bigger than his game. I replayed that play because that was a huge play coming down the stretch. Man, this Tom Brady-esque right there. But yeah, back to Tony, man. I just I like that, man. I like when people have personality, and their personality stands out a little bit more than their game. Like people say he was a great storyteller. He always looked like he's having fun, and for me, when he was an announcer, after watching him being like an announcer a couple times, like he would do stuff like talk about his thoughts on the game after the game. I mean, he definitely seemed like he turned into someone I looked forward to seeing. Like, and you can't say that about everybody, man. Everybody doesn't have the personality for people to look forward to seeing them. But after a while, watching a couple of times him talking after the game, I was just like, man, I can't wait to hear what Tony got to say, man. So rest in peace to him, man. It was nice, just watch him as a fan of the NFL, and it's nice to really hear people talk about, how great of a man Tony Siragusa was, man. So shout out to him. Shout out to Rob Gronkowski for the retirement and a great NFL career. This is your boy, Launchpad 1412. Hope you guys enjoyed this classic, even though I didn't commentate it. And I'm out.